All right, we are down around Riamar Street again. Now, the question might be, why keep coming back here? Well, today we are prepared to be in the water. I have a wetsuit in the car. I do have a bathing suit on, and we are going to be in the water partially and partially right in the surf line, and we're gonna see if it makes any difference. Sure, of course, we could be out in the water. Uh, we'll just play it by ear. It's just an experiment, and it's strictly for fun. All right. So again, this is Brittany. Welcome to Lobster Claws Recovery, and thanks for coming along on the treasure hunt today. All right. So as you may have noticed, I have the new over-the-ear headphones. I'm not much for models. These are the optional ones. They're a couple $100. I think they're definitely worth it. It's hard for me to part with money as much as anybody else. So we're going to start in beach 2. We're probably going to end up in diving mode, but we're going to start in beach 2. We've got discrimination at 5, 3 tones, bottle caps are at 4, notches off, silencers off, sensitivity 95. We are going to do a frequency scan. Salt sensitivity is at 9. Will I change it? Maybe. Let's run the scan. Alright. Iron volume's at 1. Reactivity is at 0. And audio response is at 5. I think we're going to go to 6. Because I don't really care. I just need to get the target out. If I could get to it, that would be great. Okay, away we go. Oh, yeah, ask me if the water's cold. Okay, it's falsing like a son of a bitch. Alright, so we're just going to use factory mode called diving. We are not making any modifications. I've got the aluminum scoop today. And we are, like I said, right in the surf line. The goal is to see if anything gets trapped here, anything is trapped here, where I never set foot. Is it cold? Nah. Air temperature is 70, 75. Who can complain, right? It gets deep quick. I'm already at my waist, and I am barely in. And I don't know if I told you, but I'm prone to getting seasick. I've been always prone to getting seasick. But we're going to get up a bit. We're going to be right here. The antenna that comes with this, that you are supposed to twist around the shaft, some will argue this, but Not the world's best design. Before I came to the beach this morning, I was on the webcam for Fort Lauderdale, on the Fort Lauderdale beaches. And so I knew that the water was pretty much flat and it's great conditions. I did not bring a mask and snorkel. I just really didn't feel like it. But it doesn't mean that that I can't dive. Snorkeling in the surf line can be difficult anyway. You know, you're pulling this coil through the water, and the water's fighting you. And it's hard to stay in contact with the sand. It's really just an experiment. Will I find anything? I don't know. One thought is that they've really lost a lot of beach here. And that while it's strictly a guess, I think more of it's in the water than not. It as in treasure. So with the water fighting you, it can be a challenge. A, standing up. B, making good contact with your surface. And it's rough. It's challenging. Yeah, it's a gnarly penny. Wow, it's awesome. All right. Well, dig the pennies. Because you never know, they may be rings. It's kind of like from fairy tales, you know? Something about having to kiss a lot of frogs to find a prince. So we're in beach 2, and it's pretty chattery. I'm gonna try going over to diving. It's really chattery. Much more calm. Less frequencies to work with, but more calm. I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, do I wish I had the big and new 13 by 15 inch elliptical coil from XP? And some people have asked me about that. And, you know, it's bigger is not always better. I would argue a few things. Number one, if the coil is light, which it is, it's fine if you're up on the beach. But if it is not light, if it is hefty or heavy, hefty being something in between, we'll say, or heavy, then it's less likely to get moved around in the waves, and that's a good thing. Now, there are a few detectors out there, one of which I thought about, and I know that it could be a crazy thought, although, well, there's two. One is the Garrett ATX. The detector's been out a long time. It's been out for over a decade. Why would you want this? Well, it has superior depth. That's one thing. And it will not get buffeted around as bad by the currents as that's a I saw it. Bottle cap. Yeah. And in the water, it's like, oh God, how heavy is it? I think it's like 9 pounds. Doesn't really matter. Now, there's another one. It's a UK company, also a pulse induction unit. It's called the Aqua Pulse. Aqua Pulse, that's all one word. And, oh, we've got a pretty good amount of shells. Should probably detect that area, because if you have shell deposits, you may have coin deposits, or yeah, we're gonna go hit that. Anyway, the detector's heavy. It's closer to 10 pounds. Now, before you think that I've had too much sun, and it's just basically idiotic to even fathom such an idea. And by the way, they actually charge for the detector. It's not free. I was like, come take our detector. It's so heavy, nobody wants it. Well, people do want it, because in the water, you're not going to feel the weight. Now, okay, well, what happens if I have a brain fart and decide to use it up on shore, right? Or to say it another way, if I decide to, like, get this idea in my head that I want to use it on shore, well, it's got a pretty long cord between the coil and the control unit, and I bet you could probably get a longer one. But even aside from that, you could throw the control unit, which looks like sort of like a Monster energy drink can, slightly bigger in diameter, but about like that. And you just basically set it and forget it. These are not the kind of detectors you muck around with. You just set them and you forget them. It's a real it's a real difficult thing here because it looks like it's a lot of fun, and it is, but the problem is that moving around is rough. We got a lot of shells here, and I don't want to ignore this because some of them are heavier. There could have been quite a bit of tidal action here. And we're on a target. I think I got it. I'd say it's either a quarter or a dime. I'm so excited because there haven't been any targets. It could still be in the ground. I think it is. I'm not seeing it. Yeah, if you lose your target, not the end of the world, and you should look around. You might feel a little idiotic for doing so. I do, but who cares? Strong advice here. Take yourself less seriously. If you do, another bottle cap. Actually not a bad thing, because I didn't see any last time I was here. Which means things are getting uncovered. So let's go back to the pulse units. If you go the AquaPulse route, it's a detector you can put in a small backpack. Detector is very calm. And you can run all size coils on it. They have like a single digit size coil, like 7 inches or something like that. They have a 10, they have a 15. I won't run more than a 10. If you're gonna go up to the Treasure Coast, I would probably run the 15. If you get this detector with a couple of coils, it's gonna run you $3,000. It's not cheap. At that price, you're getting a case, you get a couple coils. Kelly Co. in Orlando sells it. They're an authorized dealer. Again, warning, do not ignore these shells. Is it a waste of time? Maybe. But the fact that they're concentrated and you're actually seeing bottle caps, and if you look at it, it's really old. Well, that's a really good sign, because a bottle cap like that has been down for a very long time, and God only knows what else has gotten unearthed. Okay, we got a 78. Deeper. Still down there. Up to 82. Flaking out. It's telling me it's probably iron. So it went from 82, 84 to 00, 81. Still down there. Got it. Pennies are extremely elusive. Should you chase them? Well, until you can prove that you know when it's a penny and when it's not, I suggest you chase everything. Or else I'm going to come up behind you and take all your treasure. Or somebody else is going to come up behind you and take all your treasure. So we're East Coast, so we're on the west edge of the coin line. What does that mean? It means that the heavier stuff is going to be to the east. I'm going to get ready to turn around. Away we go. We'll be back. So for what it's worth, we're in the water, but also getting knocked around. Like I'm a suitcase in a gorilla cage. I don't know if you've ever seen the old commercials for Samsonite luggage. And they would throw the luggage into a gorilla cage and see if it could stand up to the gorillas. I thought it was one of the most brilliant commercials. Anyway, I feel like the suitcase in the gorilla cage. You know, you could get knocked around trying to detect anything without getting knocked on your ass is outstanding. Outstanding, what's the word? End result if you can do it. Yeah, it's deep and you're just a few feet off the shore. Nada. Zip. A lot of energy in this water. It hits that shore and it goes another 10 feet. Oh, God. Oh, the joy. All right, we're back on the water's edge. So I got a chance to play with the Garrett ATX. It's really heavy. I don't know. It's very good technology. It's basic technology though. There's nothing exotic about it. It's highly impervious to EMI, I'll tell you that. Even compared to the Mine Lab gold detectors, like the 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. Well, that was pretty cool. I don't know if you guys saw that with my giant hand in the way. Maybe we can get him to do it again. That was pretty cool. He did a backflip into the water. He's got a lot of guts. All right, well, it's kind of calm, so we're taking it for granted. If anybody sees a gold ring, it's mine. I dropped it. I think if you want to invest in this detector, in the platform, it's definitely worth getting the carbon shaft. Because I don't know how long this shaft would put up with the torque and the side loading that I'm putting on it being in the water. Since I'm not an avid water detectorist, I don't do it every day, I'm not going to really worry about it. If I were to be, I would think about it, because I would think I would be breaking a shaft otherwise. Alright, so we are finding stuff. Are we finding great stuff? No, not yet. I'm behind this guy who, his name is Detector Mike. And I've got to look him up. What's going on down there? That's him. He's about 150 feet down the beach. We're gonna go into diving mode for the moment. Okay. Because it's very unstable. I can knock the salt sensitivity down. Knock a few things down. Just try this. Okay, that's a no-go. Back to where I was. So I've knocked the sensitivity on to 93. And I knocked the salt sensitivity down to 7. That was highly productive. Not really. All right. Reactivity's at 1.5. Discrimination's at at 0. Put my sensitivity back to 95. All right, we're moving. What is going on? Oh my God, they're multiplying. There's 2 of them. I should go in the water right behind them. Hi, do you mind if I join up? Mind if I join you? They're gonna hit me in the head with their metal detector. I don't think I've seen more than one other person on the beach at a time. We are running in a version of Beach Sensitive created by Meryl from Metal Detecting NYC. Exactly. Are you smoking in the water? Are you smoking in the water? That's too funny. That's perseverance. That's perseverance.
Professional smoker.
What kind of scoop is that?
Stealth. Stealth.
Stealth.
Yeah.
Nice.
They're now out of like LA, but.
Very nice. What? No, it's CTX. That's CTX. This is a Deus too.
Oh, okay. How do you like it?
I do. I don't think it's very good for that because this shaft is subject to side loading from the water. Side loading. And I'm afraid one day it's going to snap. If you're in the water with the waves.
Right. So it's a plastic shaft.
So, I mean, they make a graphite shaft.
Okay.
So it's probably a better bet.
Yeah.
If you were doing that all the time, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And workout. I'm not good, so. I'm used to, I went done with my ex-gal today, but I snapped that shaft in half.
Yeah, it can happen.
Yeah.
So I'm Brittany. Nice to meet you.
What's your name?
Brittany.
Brittany, okay.
Bingo.
I'm Joe.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
So you got another, this guy down here.
Yeah, that's Treasure Mike.
What do they call him?
Treasure Mike.
Treasure Mike.
Yeah.
Yeah, he seems like he's on the ball for sure.
Hey, man. He's been my dive partner for about.
You're probably right behind him, I'm sure.
What's that?
I said I'm sure you're right behind him.
Well, actually, he's behind me. I think I have a few more years.
He's behind you?
Yeah.
That's funny.
But I got my first detector when I was 10. My brother gave me one when he went to college. I've been loving it ever since.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'll do it till I die.
Yeah, for sure. I'll probably die in the water.
Well, I think it's great exercise.
Yeah.
And if nothing else, it's good cardio.
Oh, for sure. Everyone, when I tell them I'm 55, they're like, there's no way. You know?
Yeah, it's rough. You gotta fight the water. You gotta fight standing up. You gotta fight everything else.
Right? The breath. Keeping the breath out there.
Yeah.
Especially with my handicap.
All right, I'm gonna try to find something. It's rough.
It is rough.
I'll stay on it. Nice to meet you. Come visit me on Lobster Claws Recovery. Lobster Claws Recovery.
Your Lobster Claws, my buddy still plays on the forum. So.
It's Lobster Claws with a Z,
Right.
all one word. It's on YouTube.
Right on. So you've been hunting South Beach?
Yeah, down by like 17th Street.
Okay, yeah. I've lived on South Beach for the last like 22 years. So.
Look me up. I'll go with you. Look me up. I'll go with you.
Right on.
All right. Take care. So we're still in the water, more or less, in and out. Wave action's picking up. Met this one guy. I think it's his name is Detector Mike. He calls himself Detector Mike. Anyway, this guy, his claim, he's found. It's possible. I think he would have had to been diving on on shipwrecks and been very successful. Possible. If I were to tell you what's possible, you wouldn't believe me. What people have achieved with a lot less, you wouldn't believe me. You don't need modern detectors. A lot of it was done with very basic pulse induction units. And a lot of research. Where to dive on the wrecks. Just getting my ass kicked in the water. We're gonna do the shell line, just like right here. A lot of bottle caps, a lot of old bottle caps. So the beach is on the move because, in fact, there's one right there. It's like a liner. It's not a bottle cap, but it's a liner to an old bottle cap on the inside, which meant that the bottle cap that it was attached to disintegrated enough to let go of the liner. We need some good wave action in here. Take this down a notch. Problem is, width-wise, the beach is disappearing. It's disappearing. See that? Give you a big kiss. That's a man of war, a baby man of war, but they can sting you nonetheless, and they can sting you even if they're dead. So don't screw around with them. Not a game. If you've ever been tagged by a man of war, you will remember it. Here's a bee. Bees come down here. I don't know why they come down here. Hope he doesn't get stepped on. Bees are very important. Actually, if you're not sure, understand this. If there are no bees, you're going to see a portion of the world population die. And a pretty good portion of it, too. Why? Because nothing will get pollinated. You can't count on butterflies. Bees do the majority of the pollination. Yeah, we're not going to be doing too much more because I feel like I'm burning. She's trying to get her boyfriend to come in the water. This one. See these two? I was just commenting to myself, I thought they were gone already. They're buddies. The two of them are pretty good. The one on the left is Detector Mike. This is the guy with the claim to fame. Find all the treasure. Who knows what his friend found? You know what they say? Lovers aren't tellers. So, hard to say what the both of them really found because they're not probably talking about it. Plenty of bottle caps. I'm not putting it up. Their phone. She's got her phone right there on the edge of the water. One false move.